What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is William the Creator, and today I am giving you a review of a movie I seen a while ago. So this is something different. This is nothing I have seen recently or I saw just now. I'm making a review on it. I've seen this, I think, a couple months ago or a couple years ago, but it came back on Shudder. If you don't have Shudder, Shudder is technically a horror app that costs $4.99 or $5.99 a month, and you can watch any type of horror movies on it. Well, not all horror movies, but they got a whole category of horror movies on there, from the newest ones to the oldest one to their exclusive to TV shows. Shit, you got the whole Chucky series on there right now. The Chucky that was on Sci-Fi is on there. I think, was it on Sci-Fi? Yeah, I think it was on Sci-Fi. Plus you got this movie on here. This movie we're about to talk about. Oh shit, my hand. This movie. Sorry, this movie. I'm just excited because it's this movie. We'll get into this later. But yeah, they got a whole bunch of category movies. I know during Halloween they dropped all the Friday the 13th and all the Halloween movies, even the older ones on there. What else did they drop? They dropped a whole lot. Like the thing from the 1980s is on there. Just go check it out if you like horror. Just straight up horror. Get Shudder. It's cheap, $4.99, $5.99 a month, and you can watch horror movies. They got a bunch from different countries like Japan, Indonesia, Malaysia, China, South Korea. With South Korea, they make a lot of good horror movies. They got even some from France. Like this is a French movie we're about to talk about. Sorry, I am doing these hand signals the wrong way. They got some European ones. They got a Brazilian one, like the movie that I watched that review on called Mads, which was from Europe, based on the raised virus. That's in like a one shot film, like it was shot in one film. Is on that movie's on there. So it got a lot of good movies on Shudder. So go get Shudder. I know that I'm promoting them. I don't have nothing to show, or kind of like how YouTubers are doing it. But hey, I just want to give credit to them because they're good at. And also the next movie I'm talking about was on Shudder, which I'll be, explaining you more about that on that video too, which will be the next one after this one. But for now, we want to talk about Irreversible, a movie that's banned. I'm telling you, in every bloody ass country. Now, let's tell you something, that if a movie is banned in every country, but you can still watch it on Shudder in America, it's crazy. And this movie was made in France. So this movie here was made from France and it's banned because of the stuff is on it. I'm still scarred from the 20 minutes R scene. I'm not saying the whole word because I don't want to get canceled or get banned, or my video be deleted or something, just because of what happened to the chick in this movie that took 20 ass minutes just for the whole thing to happen. And I tell myself, I'm not watching this again. After that first time watching it and seeing that, I was like, this is worse than I spit on your grave. But let's get into this. This is gonna be a fun one, a really fun one. So, Irreversible. I'm useless with this. I can't even do my own choreography on doing the hex scene. I was like, hey, here. Okay, so this movie, Irreversible, a movie from France, is a movie based on a guy who basically the storytelling starts from the ending of the movie and it goes straight to the beginning. But the thing is, you see what happens at the end of the movie, but you don't know how it got to the ending or how the guy got to the ending. What the dude basically is on a rampage through France at night, going to different nightclubs, finding a guy that technically are his girlfriend, for 20 ass minutes. So he goes on a rampage, beating people up, breaking into clubs, trying to find this dude so he can beat this dude's ass. And you see the whole thing where you see the dude beat his ass, and you see it goes from him beating his ass to him going into the club that he's in, him getting information from people about this guy. He's going through the streets talking to prostitutes and all these other people, like, hey, you seen this guy? And people are like, yeah, we saw him over there. Yeah, he was over there. Yeah, and stuff. And he just starts going there, and then it leads to him to being in the hospital, where he sees his girl in the hospital, and then that's when you get to the infamous subway scene, which, oh my god, I'm telling you, I was just grotesque from that. I'm still scarred. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm not even going to talk about it because I don't want myself to get banned from YouTube. So yeah, so technically she get by a dude who was drunk, and he just, I don't know, somehow thought it was a good idea to do this crap, and it lasted for 20 minutes straight. 20 minutes. And it's if you have a faint heart, don't don't watch this, because by the time it gets to it, you're going to turn that off, and you're going to be scarred after watching it. I'm still scarred from that scene, because it was. I wanted, like, I got so mad. I wanted to go in there and beat the dude's ass myself till he was dead. Technically, I just wanted to bob and kick him, slamming his head into the subway wall, just everything. But yeah. So that basically, it gets to that infamous scene, and then it gets to her going to the subway, after, before all that happened. Then it gets to her leaving the party, and then you see her, going to the party with her boyfriend, and then you see them having a good life during that daytime before that night, where they're having a picnic and stuff, and then they're waking up in the morning and, loving each other, and then that's when the movie ends. But that's basically how the movie is. So like I said, it goes reverse, but it's like the one movie that Christopher Nolan made back in 2002 or 2003 called Memento, where the dude wakes up or wakes up or solves a crime, but he goes backwards on how this crime started. It goes back through the it's kind of the same way. It's like the ending of the crime, of the mystery of him solving that crime, and he's just going backwards into how it all started and stuff like that. So it's like one of those movies. So that's how it is. But this movie, after I watched it, I swear I sat in my room after watching it for almost 2 hours thinking to myself, why did I do this to myself? Why in the hell did I did this to myself? And to this day, I still think to myself, why did I do this to myself? I mean, I thought watching Cannibal Holocaust on YouTube was terrible. No, watching this on Shudder was terrible. Like, oh my god! And then, like, I can't even get through watching. I Spit on Your Grave. I got like what, 5-10 minutes to it until the 4 guys starts doing the same thing to the girl, and then they go like the same to the girl through the whole rest of the movie. And I told myself, I can't do this, and I shut that movie off. I was like, yeah, this not for me. This one, I just stuck through. I was like, I gotta stick through this because I want to see why it was banned in every country after it came on Shudder, and now I know. 20 minutes. I don't know what's wrong with the director when he directed this or what was going through his mind, but other than that, I mean, this movie, I mean, it was an interesting movie. It came out in 2002, so, if it came out during this time of era, it probably would have been cancel culture immediately, They probably wouldn't even if you mention it now, probably in the studios in Europe, they're probably like, hell no, we're not going to let you release this. You know how many people are going to come on social media and start complaining about this crap? Man, get the hell out of my office. That's exactly how they're gonna act. Or they'll be like, take this script and burn it. We don't want to read that crap no more. You an insolent fool. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. So many scenarios I can make of the situation that could happen of this movie trying to be greenlit in this era of Gen Z's, of this millennial days. But oh my god. Yeah, so I'll be giving this. I'm gonna give it a 7 because I mean, the idea the idea was good. It was the original good idea. I just don't like that they had to put a R scene, a girl being R for like 20 minutes in this movie. That's just outrageous for them to do that and unnecessary. But they could have done it where the guy comes to her. And when he's about to do it, they could have cut it, and then she's up in the hospital. Or they could have got to her, cut it, and then the next camera shows that she's on the ground in the subway, bruised up and shit. And then you think to yourself, oh yeah, we know what happened to her. That's terrible, And then you see the people from the hospital come in with ambulance, with the gurney, coming to pick her up to take her back to the hospital. They could have done something like that instead of showing the whole thing just to have people be disgusted and just feel awful and icky after seeing that scene. But yeah, I'm giving it a 7 because, like I said, original idea good. It interesting story. The way the concept of going backwards to how it begins, it was cool. But the infamous scene. Now you know why this movie's banned and why I had to make a video of this, even though I seen it a couple years ago. I just had to talk about it because it's crazy because when I saw it pop up on Shudder, what last week, and I saw that just because I went on there to watch another movie and I saw that popping up as, oh yeah, we brought this back on Shudder. I was like, huh, you brought it back on Shudder. I'm not watching it. Stupid, crazy ass movie. Thank you for watching this review and my laughing ass face on this on here, and I'll see you on my next one. Goodbye, everybody. Do not watch this, please.